Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 2, Episode 4 of War of the Ring, and we are playing the Lords of Middle-earth expansion. Played a couple of new cards. Galadriel and Elrond are on the board, so we've got those two additional dice to roll, and we're going to jump into turn 4. The Fellowship has marched along. Nazguls are on the move. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we start, quick shout out to Pontos Fathom Press, William Mitchell's Dead Sons 11, Locksmith of Quanta, Epic Sci-Fi, The End of the Universe, and The Dawn of the New One. Of course, the Quantum Locksmith's Domain. Check these out. There's a link below to the bookstore where you can support the channel. Join our Patreon and check out all of our gameplays. You can see a catalog of all our games that are out there and linked. We've got stuff out to Board Game Geeks, got lots of photos, blog posts, and upcoming items. One of which is, we're growing the channel, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so your likes, subscriptions, and comments all help us. I read the comments and get to them. As a matter of fact, I've been telling you throughout this game, my Season 1 game was a little bit rough. Great comments, really much appreciated, helping me to learn the games a little better. So let's see if I get it better this time. So let's jump into turn 4. Okay, we'll start off with our handy player aid. Game turn 1, recover action dice and draw event cards. Recover these dice out. We will give the shadow player this, leave a die there. And now we've gained an additional die for, I don't know where that additional die went. Galadriel's die is somewhere. Here. Oh, here. So we've got the Galadriel die as well. So now things are looking up. We will grab our cards, both for Shadow and for the free players. So free players get Wind from the West. Discard any one shadow event card on the table. Framers Rangers. And then we have a new power is rising. Play of Saruman is in play. And Balrog is come. Okay, wow. So I think I might actually do this one. The Wind from the West. Let's go ahead now and roll our dice. Shadow and for our players. So no additional play there. So we'll go ahead and, so I'm not familiar with that card. So what is the draw a card? So we can draw an additional card. Whoa. So these are new rules for War of the Rings. You see we've got this draw card from Galadriel. Oh no, everyone is, we've got one other dice to roll too. We get to add Galadriel and Elrond. So we get 2 extra draw dice. Wow, so we can draw 2 more cards. Okay, so let's jump into, we'll have the Fellowship move. We'll turn this into a Fellowship movement indication. So the Fellowship shall move 1 more, and we'll place this die as the dagger here in the hunt box. And that will allow the shadow player to make a roll, which they do not detect, so good for us. So let's shift over now to the shadow player. They also have a leader, an army, 2 armies, army muster, and an event. And we've got these 2 draw cards. And we've got these 2 event cards and 2 muster cards. Okay, shadow player will go, and they get to play to move minions. They can also go ahead and use an army card. I will have them move this army down to Gorgoroth with the army card from Barad-dûr. So moving down to Gorgoroth from Barad-dûr, and we can take the army, oh not that, this army off the board. Next we will go back to the free folks. We can draw event cards from the draw card deck. And I just want to double check when the ring has the draw cards on it. We can see so we can draw an additional card, I guess. So yeah, so let's go ahead and draw another card while we're at it. We can draw an additional card, and we've got the Book of Mazarbul. Move any or all companions who are not in the fellowship. Then if a companion in the Eredor, so this is, okay, we can just keep that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll have to be careful with those cards. I think we have to play one soon, or otherwise we have to discard one. We'll move another, we'll do a, we can do for the shadow players, we can play a card as well. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so we'll play this card. The gates are closed. The gates are closed as well. And then we can, we will take this event off the board and go back to the free peoples. Free peoples will play, they will also play a remove a card. So they will play one of their events, and they can play the event card of Wind from the West. Discard one shadow event card on the table. Okay, they can discard. We're going to remove this Lore of the Elven Rings, so it gives us a bit more flexibility. Remove this off the table for us. We're going to go back to the shadow player. Shadow player will go with a muster. They can play an event card as well, so they maybe can play another muster card here. They're going to play A New Power is Rising. A New Power is Rising, and they're going to get 2 Isengard regular units in North and South Dunlid and 2 Isengard units in Orthanc. So they get 2 more in Orthanc. Wow. And they get 2 into units here. Wow. Okay. The dark forces are rising here. Okay, so Isengard is really at war now. We really need to do something to help out Rohan. So we'll go ahead with the shadow players also can activate. Let's see where we are now. Let's just see. Okay, so we're going to move the armies of the Rohirrim. So we'll take one of our muster army. Sorry. We'll take our sugar. Those are both muster. So, well, let's play another event card. So we played Wind from the West already. we'll play three rings for the Elven Kings. Let's keep that. Hold one corruption point if Gollum is the guide. Add 2 Smeagol tiles to the hunt pool. Choose a shadow army in Osligoth, or South Ilion or North Ilion. Osligoth. Nope. South Ilion, North Ilion. Nope. We don't want to do that one. Okay, if there are free armies in Osligoth, we'll just recruit more. So we'll use our card. We'll play our card here. And we'll do Framir's Rangers, and we will add, because there are no enemies here to attack, but we can add, recruit 1 Gondor unit and 1 Gondor leader there. So we can take a Gondor unit and a Gondor leader and place them in Oslieth. Okay, so we're growing our army as well. Discard this card. We've got a miniatures painting video, as you guys know. Just the Gondor, featuring our Gondor troops in all of the miniatures painted there. So go check those out. Let's go back to Shadow Player. So Shadow Player is going to move the Nazgul again to basically searching for the ring bearers. We'll go back to drawing a card with our die. This time we can draw this card. Draw the card action here, and we get Mithril Coat and Sting. Play on the table. After the Shadow Player draws a hunt tile, you may discard Mithril Coat to draw a second tile instead of the first one, and then return the first tile to the hunt pool. Okay, so you get to re-pick a hunt pool. So next up is, we've got Muster an Army. So we're going to move armies for the Shadow Player. Again, move armies for Shadow. And we will move our army to South Ilithian through Minas Morgul. And next up, we will go back to Muster. We can play a Muster card or move a track. We will play Muster and Muster for 2 of our peoples. We'll have Gondor and Rohan closer to war. Dwarves are still far out of it, so we can remove those 2 Muster, and we will also play the Muster card to play an event for cannot play, so they can do what with their Muster card. Bring 1 character into play. Okay, so let's see if they can bring a character into play. So they've got, let's try to bring Saruman into play, the corrupted wizard. If Isengard is at war and Orthanc is unconquered, we use our Muster die to bring Saruman into play. So Saruman is now on the board, and we will add Saruman to Orthanc. Right, so now we've really got the tower, the second tower. Okay, so, and I believe that is going to wrap it up for the game. We'll see you back in turn number 5, and we'll jump right into starting to get exciting. I think I'm going to have to start getting some members out of some of the breaking the fellowship soon. I think we're going to need Aragorn soon, and maybe Gandalf. I want to try to get the Rohirrim at war, so I think we can break that up there. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next turn. Bye bye.